Hello, watch lovers. You know what time it is. And now joining me this evening, I have Kaylie to my left.
Hi, guys.
And producer Gavin to my right. Don't we, Gav?
Always to your right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday, 8 p.m. Hope everybody's doing well.
Great.
So, what can I say? For everyone, I know you're all dying to ask, have I recovered from last week? Go on.
Well,
look, Paul was gutted he couldn't, but he loved it.
He absolutely loved it.
He absolutely loved. Give me a little dig at what was going on and how much he...
We've had a week to reflect on it. One thing I will say is that it's without question our viewers really, really enjoyed last week's show. And I've seen some of the comments tonight of... Last week we had a lot of positive vibes. So Spencer,
sure.
Whatever the cost of the pocket,
right,
at least we had a great show.
I'm going to give you the autopsy on last week. Okay, guys, some of you really kind words and said to me you've got to put reserves on certain things, and you're absolutely right. But I had some pieces that I wanted to clear. Overall, it was really good. Look, we lost on some, we gained on others. It wasn't terrible. It was okay. It was okay. But a lot of you have supported me. You've been customers. Yeah. It was my chance to put some things out there. And some people did get some real bargains. Yeah. And the question I was asked, and it is true, I would actually buy some of the pieces back for more than I sold them
Well,
for.
funny enough, Paul Crocker's just put a comment up here and he says, out of interest, did anyone who purchased at your auction flip the watches back to you for a small turn?
If I had amnesia and didn't remember them, they probably would have half a chance.
I think
but it was good. Look,
it was good. And the comments we've had, and like people phoning up since last Monday, has been so nice. People have just been mainly checking on Spencer and his health.
Yes,
but it's been nice.
That is as close to a whitey as I've ever seen.
When he was a ghost.
When that like, Daytona went at the end,
I was terrified.
I came in for a cuddle.
It balanced. Overall, it balanced.
Yeah.
And we will look at it again, but we will put some bigger pieces on with reserves.
Well, I think you've got to learn, haven't you? There's a couple of things we learned from the auction last week. So when we sat down prior to doing it, we agreed with you, let's go, no reserves. Let's give everybody the opportunity. You knew what you wanted to do with the stock, and there was a reason why it was in the auction.
And actually, Paul was on the phone, wasn't he? He phoned all his mates and
all
said,
his mates.
This idiot's doing an auction with no reserves. Get on it and buy stuff.
Absolutely. So that's one thing that I think for some of the bigger pieces next time, we'll have some still low, but some reserves.
Sure.
In there so that you just don't get carted again. And I think the other thing that might change is still register a credit card, but like for a holding, so people can deal with you the next day.
Well, this is the other thing. There is the credit card, and some people's credit cards couldn't accept the limits of what
the size
were.
of the purchase.
So what we're going to do is, if people want to register, they can call us up days prior to the auction and either lodge a deposit, or we will find some other ways of doing it besides the credit card, and they can contact us.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think, as we agreed first time around, you have to have people registered. Otherwise, we'll just have people bidding all over the places.
You've got to register, but you can...
The same process as before, but just obviously... Instead of trying to take the whole amount, if you win, you just take a holding deposit and then call us the next day, and then we can figure it out.
That's what we mentioned, a holding deposit that someone can bid for the watch and then settle up the... And equally, if people put a deposit, didn't buy anything, the whole lot be returned.
Absolutely. That's never going to be in question. But you had some very happy buyers, didn't you? Because all the watches pretty much got shipped out the next day.
Some people came in actually the next day, which was so nice.
We had a queue, didn't we, at 9 o'clock in the morning of people...
To make sure
It was quite the opposite. It was people making sure, like, I want to buy that watch and don't sell it to anyone else.
Spencer came in the next day and I was like, right, I don't know what sort of mood he's going to be in today. I was really scared. I was thinking, right, okay. Before he came in, then the members of staff came in. They were like, how did last night go? Yeah, okay, it went okay, but can you not mention it just yet? Can we just see what sort of mood he's in when he walks in before we ask him how it went?
Because as we left we went outside yesterday, and obviously we propped you up against the wall to hold you up. And Paul said, well, he ain't going to be doing another one of those, is he? But a week later, and you've sort of got your head round, you achieved what you wanted to achieve on 2 strokes, right? You cleared out some stock that you wanted to clear out.
There were some older pieces that we'd have for a while.
And you've found a way for maybe doing it next time.
What we may do is a blended where we'll have some pieces with no reserve.
Yeah.
And equally, people have asked, and you, the viewers, put in the comments of things you'd like to see. Yeah. And obviously, we'll try and be reasonable.
Yeah.
But we will have to put reserves on certain
on
things.
some of the other pieces,
Like Daytonas, still Daytonas.
Still Daytonas.
I mean, my thought was, surely a Daytona won't go for that much under, someone else will buy it. But
yeah, it's not like we had it listed at 37 and it went for 25, because that would never happen.
Can I tell you, there was a moment for the last minute where we were sitting at 22.
I thought this isn't happening.
My bottom was literally doing
I know.
that.
I thought, oh my God.
And Gav thought, that's it, I'm going to cancel the show for next 6 months.
Literally. But the good news is we picked up 153 subscribers for the investment. We might be having...
And some of there were bargains there. The Bremont, the Bellum, I mean,
the
they were cheap watches.
Yeah, the Panerai was a great
bargain for more money.
Yeah. Fantastic. And yes, very shortly, fingers crossed, after 2 years, we may be having a 5,000 party. Yes, you heard me right. We finally may just get to 5,000 subscribers. Have to get everybody to open up dummy accounts. Kaylie, what have you got on your wrist today?
She's got
nothing.
10 Submariners.
Yeah, she's got some Submariners over there, but she's got nothing. Spencer, what are you sporting today?
Somebody tells me off, so I thought, do you know what?
Gav, I didn't get a chance today. The same old.
Oh, no.
You don't even need to show it anymore.
Jesus. Well, I've got to tell you, there's nothing unpredictable about you, is there?
There we go. Actually, no, it's
a left-handed one.
Right, there we go. It's left-handed.
Let's put it on the camera, because it's always nice for everybody to see your watch as it gets battered every single week.
It does get used. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, it really does. So clearly, I'm obviously the only one who pays attention to our own show, and I actually did bring in a Submariner today. Let's have a look. What did I bring in? I brought in my... Here you go, Spence. I brought in my Hulk so that you didn't have to bring one in. So let's just pop mine.
What do you think of that, Gav? You still love it?
Do you know what? It's hard to say that I don't love any of my watches, because I really do enjoy every single one of them for very different reasons. And this one, I treasure this watch, and I really do love and enjoy it. And when you get the little fleck of the green, it really is. It really is. I can't say it's my favourite, because I feel like they're all my favourites. But it's an absolute beauty.
How it changes with the light.
Yeah, how it changes with the lights. Absolutely stunning. But tonight's show is about Submariners, but we'll come to that in a second. What I did want to ask you about just before we get to that, Spence, is watch Pro Salon live. We had that, didn't we?
Oh yeah, you ditched me.
Tell me about our experience.
I thought the journey there on the bike and scooter was great.
Yeah. You enjoyed that, didn't you? Yeah.
People were looking for me to get knocked
look, there
off.
we go, the whipping around.
What I thought I'd do is, because everybody has literally YouTubed the backside out of this, all the Watch Pro Live. So we get into town. I said to Spencer, let's just park by Selfridges, because you can't park. And now you need to understand what's going on here. I'm on a bicycle. I'm on a bicycle following Spencer, a line bike, with one hand holding a Steadicam with a camera, and the other hand on the handlebars, trying to wheel through. Look at this gap. Oh, you missed it. But to get through all the gaps without stopping. What did we think of the show, Spence?
The bike ride there was great. I loved it.
It was good. Yeah. I thought it was very, very well executed, the watch show.
I mean, some beautiful pieces.
Yeah, really, really gorgeous pieces.
Offbeat that you wouldn't have heard of. I mean, some real passionate people.
Unfortunately, you had to spend most of the day with Paul, but that's consequence of doing watch shows. It's like little and large, isn't it? It's always funny me seeing the two of you together. Look at you with your hands behind your back looking like a gentleman. These were interesting watches, weren't they? These were the...
oh, that was an amazing box, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just going to come up. Yeah, this was the...
So this was 3D printer.
3D printed this watch. Yeah, pretty special.
Works.
This was you trying on your John Lennon sunglasses. Look, looks like something out of Mad Max. There you go, John Lennon. Beautiful. Oh, there's the boys. Batch guitar, red shovel, and tea and tickers. But we had a great time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did you?
We actually went really early
as well. Thank you.
Well, someone's got to hold the fort, Kaylie. Isn't that how it goes?
But really passionate about the watches. I mean, the price lines was huge.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. The one thing I didn't look at was the Grand Seikos. I felt like it was probably the biggest sort of named brand there, but it didn't feel very appealing to go and look at the watches, funnily enough. It was sort of like a thoroughfare, wasn't it?
They were like in glass boxes.
Yeah, it didn't feel very charming to go in. Greggy says, great guy, the owner of Seven Friday. Yeah, he was a really interesting, fun guy. Lots of really, really good brands, wasn't there? What was the one we looked at right at the end, Spence? They make the knives. I was going to say
Victorinox.
Yes, Victorinox.
Yeah.
That was a stunning watch, wasn't it?
That was a very clever idea. What they had was, if you took the example of this, they had actually like a phone case. I mean, it was clever.
Yeah.
They had a phone case that went over the watch with a magnifier, but you could wear it on the watch, and it looked really good on it. But it was a clever idea, and it would make sense for other watches because it didn't look. It wasn't like a protector.
Oh.
Greggy Boy says, if anybody entered the draw to win the Marathon Arctic G-SAR dive watch at Watch Pro Salon, I have some news on the winner. A birdie tells me, Greggy, you know exactly who the winner is, because congratulations, you've now stolen Ian's thunder, and you are now a serial competition winner. Congratulations to you. That's fantastic. Well done, you. Looking forward to seeing that one in your watch collection box. But no, but it was a great show. We had a good day out, didn't we?
Yeah, really good.
I think actually for us, we were there really early because we all had work to do after. I had a meeting to get to. You had to be somewhere in the afternoon. I think we missed everyone, didn't we?
Yeah, we saw a few of the guys.
Yeah, the watch apprentices, Zeitwinkel, were beautiful. Do you remember Zeitwinkel? They were the really super. Oh no, there was a guy next to him who had the super expensive.
Charles,
yes,
it was up on the left-hand side.
Yeah, like 80 grand,
£80,000.
Yeah, sorry for not remembering. Yeah.
I didn't realise there was like.
They only made
like
sort of 50.
Brands
they were like Patek. They made 50 pieces a year.
Made 50 pieces a year, Kaylee, and the watches were circa €80,000. I mean, they were.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it wasn't just.
I thought it was like.
Well, it's still micro because they're considered small watchmakers, but they're made to a very high specification.
That was a lot of money.
Yeah, pretty really special. Not sure how many of you guys went along to the show, but let us know your thoughts in the comment. We did see a few of the boys there. We got press passes, didn't we?
Yes.
Thank you to Ian and
it's Dimitri.
And the boys at Dimitri for sorting that out for us. And by the way, Dimitri is going to be joining us on the show next week.
Oh, lovely.
You'll be pleased to know.
Great.
Yeah, D-Time Love is joining us next Monday night on the show as our super guest host. He's always got a lot to say for himself. Very knowledgeable chap. Very, very fun fella to be around. So we got him on next Monday evening. My next on my list was how was last week's auction, but we absolutely have blown that away and covered that. So I want to talk about Submariners, Spencer, because you sell a lot of Submariners, and probably it's probably the most. We say the most iconic watch that Rolex sells.
Probably the most iconic. Equally, we sell a hell of a lot. Look, we sell a lot of Datejust. Don't get me wrong. Without looking back at the stats, but over the years, the amount of, actually going back pre-COVID, I remember us looking up on our old system, we had sold, believe it or not, almost 1,000 Submariners.
1,000 subs.
Wow.
Yeah, but that goes for steel, bimetal, gold. But without question, the one that we used to sell loads of, the 16613, I go back probably 10 years. That watch was sort of £3,500.
That was the first Rolex Submariner. Yeah. I just managed to put up a picture
that one there. I think that's a 5508.
Yeah. Obviously looking in.
As I say, it's not one we've got. Just a picture that you brought up.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not one you've got. Absolutely.
I have had that though. I believe I've had that.
No, I'm sure you have. What did you bring in, Spencer? What have we got here?
So that's the first one. So this is a 16800.
Okay.
This is 1986.
1986. What a year! I was 16. I'm not going to tell you what happened when I was 16.
I'm sure we can
Gav, with papers.
This is with papers. Let's have a little look.
And I'm going to throw in a little thing there, Gav. That's got service papers.
Do you want to open that one for me?
16.
Because I was about to rip my nail off. Let's have a little look.
Oh, you just want me to?
Yeah, you can do your own nails. Tim's asking, what sub does Spencer feel is the best value? Tim, by the way, how you doing in Krakow? Thank you for your message the other day and your offer. I couldn't open it either. It feels really stuck.
Nope, you just have to rest it on.
Okay. No WD-40. No, but I don't want to pull it because it's probably been sitting in the cold. But let's just pop it on there and have a little look. It probably does fit. Here we go. Talk me through this little baby, Spencer.
So that's the 16800. That was the transitional. That was the first of the mineral glass. The other thing, if you look on the bracelet, Gav, that's prior to the SELs. You were familiar with the SELs?
No. Talk away.
Solid end links.
Right. Okay.
Look at you shortening words.
So that'll be here.
Give me. Yeah. If you see there, you see how.
Well, I'll get mine out.
Yeah. So if you see yours where it fits onto the watch, you put it next to it, you'll see. So yours has got solid end links where the end links are solid.
Right. Let me just pop that.
And that one is prior to that. So can you see the difference how the bracelet fits on? But again, that's with a whole case. So this is before Rolex changed, where you used to use a little pin or a toothpick to push in to take the bracelet off. And then after, if you look on yours, they had the little cutouts at the back that you could use a tool to edge the lug back.
What year did this one get discontinued?
That didn't run for long, the 800. I think it was about 3 or 4 years.
I mean, that almost seems quite short.
That was quite a short production. So again, this is a great watch with punched papers. So what we mean by this is some of the earlier Rolexes had handwritten, which could fade.
Yeah.
So this is where the papers are punched.
Okay, I know you don't really show it up to the thing, but I mean, just sort of maybe hold it backwards. So
we can on this.
Yeah.
We can.
Just hold up to your camera.
Yeah. So if you can see there.
Yeah.
Can you see all the little pinholes?
Yeah.
Which gives.
But you've always said to me, haven't you, like when old pieces come in, punch papers are the best papers to have.
Yes. So this is a 9 million serial number, which on our mouse mat here will take us back to, you got it on there already. Yeah. 86, 87. And this has got a Rolex service card from 2016 as well with the watch.
Okay. Tell the watchmakers to have a look at the clasp. It is a little bit stuck.
It's a not bad condition, wouldn't you say? 36, 37 years old?
Yeah, I mean,
it's holding up
it's in better condition than me, that's for sure. How much is that watch?
Is that the correct?
Yeah.
It's £11,450.
And that watch back in the day was probably a couple of grand, wasn't it?
Not even.
Not even 1,600 quid? Not 900 quid?
Sorry, no, I reckon, again, don't quote me on it, but I would say back in 86, that could have been £500-700.
Wow. Amazing. Moving on from there, what's the next
then the
model
next one is the 16610, and this one is 1997.
So this...
So 10 years on.
That. This came out sort of early 90s. Again, very similar on that.
That one's got no papers.
This has no papers.
No, but it's got our 2-year warranty.
And that's a U serial number, so that takes us to sort of 97.
But Spence, for you, what is it for you that makes the Submariner, probably one of your biggest sellers? What
I've always said,
affordability, price point,
affordability. It's just you can go anywhere with it. You can wear it with a suit, with jeans. People have often asked me if I was just having one watch. This 16610 was the watch I'd say to anyone. If you had one watch that you had to wear, you could. I mean, people have these for 20, 30, 40 years. That's the watch you could have.
Andrew Wood was saying my sub date from back in 2004 was £2,100 from Ernest Jones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I remember supplying a very good friend of mine a watch. In 2007, it was his 40th at the time, and he said, I've always wanted a sub. I got in the sub. They were 2,800 list in 07.
Yeah.
I gave him a 10% discount. He paid £2,500 for the watch. And at his 50th, he said, you know what? Maybe I'll change this. What are they worth now? Would I get a couple of grand? And
you said yes.
I said to him, absolutely, and more.
Yeah.
And literally at the time, that watch thing in 2017 was around 6,000. Wow. And he looked at me and said, why didn't you tell me to buy 2 or 3? Again, because he just bought the watch because he loved the watch and always wanted a sub. He didn't buy it to make money.
No.
But it literally 2.5 times his money.
Yeah.
I mean, now, well, there we go. We've got that, even without papers, sort of 9 grand.
That's 9 grand.
And they sell.
Yeah, and they sell. So for me, I think exactly the same. When I think of Rolex, I think of Submariner.
So do I.
I think of exactly this watch because it's a watch I've seen probably the whole of my life on every adult's wrists when I kind of grew up.
And I also feel like every customer that comes in, whether it's their first time buying a watch or their 10th time, all of them, if it's normally the first time, they're normally buying a Submariner. If it's any more, they'll always say that they've all will always have a Submariner in their collection. Everyone wants one, and that's what we say as well.
I mean, I'm still waiting for a no-date sub. It will come eventually. Tommy T's, I bought my sub in 1980 from an AD, paid $1,100.
Wow.
Yeah. Mike Lewis is asking, Gav, how long has Spencer been in the grey market business? I guess a lot of people haven't maybe watched some of our back shows and do go back. There's a good history show right towards the start. But
I've been in
the industry.
I've been in the industry since '89 when I used to have jewellers and pawnbrokers, and I got into watches. But then really into watches probably about 25 years ago, sort of early 2000.
Yeah. That actually strikes me as really strange when you say about 25 years ago in early 2000. I cannot believe we're in 2022.
I was
22,
2.
yeah.
I was 1.
You were 2.
1.
Wow. Okay. Let's get to...
Okay, so this is the sub no date 14060, and this has got papers.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a warranty card.
It's currently not ticking, but that's probably my fault.
That's probably
But this is one of the very last of the 14060, as I say, non-ceramic. Now, it's quite interesting this, because this was a Z, right? And this is something I'm often asked. So a Z was manufactured, where are we here? 2006. So people would often say to me, how come this card is dated May 2014? And the reason being, it just didn't sell. It sat in the shop. Maybe the shop decided not to sell it. But this is with the warranty card from a watch that's in 06, sold in 2014.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so that
Incredible.
was... So it's not really a 2014 watch. It's really a 2006, but it didn't get sold until 2014.
Old Watch Lady says she's wearing her gold 1680 sub today.
Aww.
That's a beautiful watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really lovely.
Absolute stunner. Fascinated by the watch collection I see on her Instagram. Love to have her on one day, showcasing some of the watches. Next up.
Okay. This is a very special... This piece is very special because it is...
Wow.
You know, Spence.
Wow. Gav?
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
No, with a capital W.
Go and find another.
Yeah.
Do I have to be very careful?
Very careful.
Okay, I've got it.
So this is an anniversary.
Hold on.
Go on, Gav. Let
Go on.
everyone see
This is an anniversary.
Anniversary sub, fully stickered. Yeah. The card is... Basically, these are all sort of 04 to about 07, 08. So this card is
and
dated...
this is fully stickered.
Fully
Have a look,
stickered.
show
Got the
them.
barcode
Okay.
on the
So
side.
have a look. If you
Okay.
show the viewers on the side there, and there's also a sticker on the back.
Oh, there's definitely a sticker on the back. Good to see
There's a
that.
sticker on the back. And if you go on the side, there, that's called the barcode sticker.
Yeah.
Again, everyone will tell you they're all ripped off the whole time with this. So go and find another with stickers.
This is known as new old stock.
Correct. And with this, I'm happy not to sell it because year on year it goes up. If I don't sell it, it's no big deal.
It's no big deal. Sit in the safe and it's
Just
as
sit
good
in
as
the safe,
gold.
Yeah.
A bit like the 5513 you got in your collection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sits there. Funny, isn't it, to have a business that sometimes you don't worry about selling the watches because
Well,
you just know.
We've always said this. I mean, whatever goes on in the world,
Yeah.
the 4 or 5-digit serial numbers
Yeah.
are unaffected by what's, the Patek, some of the newer Rolexes, the latest serial number. If you got £40,000, you can go and buy a Daytona.
Yeah.
You can buy it. It's not an issue. I'm saying that precious metal. But as things get older, these things just disappear. They're used, they're worn. You won't find another one like this.
No.
Yeah.
The other thing we've got, I mean, I know
Being asked how much that is, Spencer.
that is 24,500.
24,000. That is one you won't see in a BQ watches auction anytime soon.
Yeah, you will, and the reserve probably be 26 on this.
Yeah.
But the other one we've got a Zenith Daytona with the original sticker on the back. You just don't find these.
Yeah. Greggy says, as much as I love that, the Hulk is far nicer, in my honest opinion. Yeah, I mean, it's horses for courses, isn't it?
But this was a shorter production run.
Yeah.
It was the anniversary
And also, I
Submariner.
was going to bring in one, but
the anniversary
already-
sub.
no, this, but obviously the flat 4,
Right.
which as
the
we know,
bezel
is
different.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that also so it's got two variations really.
And there's,
so.
I mean, we've talked about this in past shows, haven't we? All the different variations, the flat fours, the
There's so
big
many,
reds or whatever it is.
The APH on the Daytona,
Yeah.
where the space.
Yeah.
There was a porcelain dial. There's all different.
Suffolk there says the problem with buying that watch is you can't wear it, otherwise
correct.
you lose the value.
Correct.
Absolutely spot on. Speaking of which, I'll just whip that offer there.
Could I just look one thing
Go
on that watch? I just wanted to have a look.
Yeah. The Smurf is the nicest
The other
looking
thing,
sub.
just whilst we're talking on this,
Yeah. We're going to come to the precious metals soon.
engraved Rehalt. So that's where the serial numbers inside.
Yeah.
So a lot of the earlier ones, this is one of the last ones. It's not only it's got stickers, it's also got the serial number
Engraved.
Yeah. Which is now
That's pretty special.
standard. On the later ones.
But it wasn't at the time. Kid Mambo, does Kaylie own a Rolex? If not, would you consider a sub as your first?
I don't own a Rolex. I mean, I definitely have a sub if I had the money in my collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly as a first. I mean, I like wearing them.
But then there's the watch you want to start everything, the ball rolling with, isn't there?
Yeah, my date just.
Your date just. I mean, that's just
without shadow of a doubt.
That's your
Yeah.
That's the absolute dream. Yeah, we'll have to start a fund one day.
One day.
Spence, can I ask you, just moving on to a couple of the other things, because some of my favourite Submariners, funnily enough, are the precious metal ones. As much as I love the fact that these are tool watches, I kind of sort of really love the precious metal, but can't understand why a Submariner, per se, that you're going to go in the water with, is going to be a gold. So say for example, at the moment, currently, and I know everyone will think that's gaudy and everything, so we did an unboxing of this, and on the wrist, this looks absolutely stunning. Which one's this? This is the
6618
LN. In terms of precious metals on tool watches, what?
It's just another area, isn't it? Obviously, you've got the yellow and the white in the sub. You've got the rose in GMT. It's just another area.
This is the blueberry.
The blueberry?
Yeah.
But as everyone knows, I love the Smurf. I love it more than the blueberry, but I still respect that that's beautiful as well.
Yeah. So, Gav, what's your favourite? Gold and black or gold and blue?
I absolutely love the gold and black. Because black really is, you may not have noticed if you've been watching the show for 2 years, but black is definitely my colour. I mean, Spencer, Paul rips the shit out of you for wearing greys and green. I don't even wear the greys and the greens. I'm just black. There's something about that watch that I really like, and I think
it's the black and the gold
contrast.
Together.
It's the contrast.
It's the contrast, and I love the yellow on the dial as well. And funnily enough, I know a lot of people when we've done unboxing, it's gaudy, it's flash. But when you have it on, it just doesn't feel it.
Yeah.
It feels quite smart, without sort of being. I can't say over the top because it is over the top. 30 dial, Spencer.
Yeah, 30 again.
Amazing dial.
Yeah.
Now that is something that would be.
You don't see that many of those now, especially in that sort of condition.
Yeah. Well, that condition that's because I've taken a picture from somewhere.
And that on the gold is gorgeous as well.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't bring the precious metal watches in today because there's just too many.
We've just got too many subs.
Yeah, exactly. What have I got here? I'm just flicking through my buttons. Yeah, I mean, just looking at sort of the history as they sort of go through. I can't see with my glasses on. It really hasn't changed that much over the years, has it? When you look at the sort of the profile,
with it.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
But again, the detail on the older one, see there, I think that's a 5508 on the top left. Then you got the 1-2, and that's a very rare dial. See, with the 3, 6, and 9, that's super rare.
And then the red as well.
Then the red Submariners, the 1680. But again, this is one. I mean, fantastic value, really, 10950. So this is the 116610. Yes, solid end links.
Yeah.
Ceramic. Fantastic.
So that's the first ceramic one, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Just fantastic.
What year is this?
Watch. Well, when they don't have papers and they're scrambled serial, this is a G. So the G takes us to sort of 2010, but soon after that they become random.
Yeah.
So they could be a 2015 watch, but if lost its papers, you don't know the exact year.
Yeah.
But it's a fantastic watch. Really is.
I don't want to say anything, but everybody's asking where your mum is, Kaylie, and she's just popped up and said, "I am here."
I know. I just saw someone say hi.
Hello, Mrs. Lincoln.
41, we'll get a 30.
That would be. You just don't know.
We'll have
anymore.
to ask the powers above. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on to sort of the modern day Submariner.
Okay, so this is obviously new reference.
Yeah.
124060.
124060.
And where does the watch differ, Spencer, from the
Again, a
older
lot
models?
of people say that and ask me. Without question, the 12 reference sits a lot nicer on the wrist.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where it differs. See here on the shoulders, they blend into the bracelet. On the early, actually, Kaylie, give me that. We may compare the two. A lot of people say, "Oh, what difference? I don't want to pay the extra money." For
Spencer,
one
see,
can you see?
I just love that.
Right.
A no
So if
date
you
sub.
Put this back on there, Gavin.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see on that how the shoulders, it's a bit like a waistline. It blends in. It's very shaped. Whereas on the 114060, which you'll see,
that's a
there's
date.
even so, the shape of the case is very. So can you see the difference on the two? So it flow on the 124060, the non-date. See how the curve is very shaped.
Yep.
And the 116610, which although it's the date model, the shape of the case is very similar, but it's more stepped. Can you see that?
Yeah.
How it sort of comes out.
And the question before anybody asks, Spencer, is date or no date? What do you sell more of these days?
Well, if I went back to years ago, you probably sold 8 to 9 out of 10 dates to one non-date. I'd say nowadays it's probably 60-40 in favour of dates.
Yeah.
A lot of people, again, because you got phones and they don't need the date and computers.
But also a lot of people with other watches in their collection that have dates, they like to go for the Submariner with no date, just because it's still a Submariner, but they've already got
and the
loads with a
symmetry
date.
without the date bubble.
It's interesting because when I look at a lot of the watches that I have bought, without even realising, I don't have dates.
What, the Milgauss?
Yeah. On my
Two Milgauss.
my white-faced Milgauss, I have no date on.
Have you not got an OP?
No,
No.
not unless you're sneaking one in for Christmas. No, although I did see a nice one in the drawer today.
Yeah.
Which one does Spencer prefer?
Date.
You're a date man, aren't you?
I've just grown up with a date, and I do like the date.
Yeah. Guys, if you're really interested, I think on episode number 2 of That Watch Guy London, when we were really doing like a lot of pre-production and editing the shit out of you.
About all the subs.
Yeah, we did the journey of the Submariner, didn't we? Which I think if you really want to see a little bit of the history of the Submariner, do go back and watch that one. But that was a lot of fun. Now, we've got a very, very, very interesting and special unboxing to do today. So, guys, take a look at this.
Perfect. I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 for 2 people.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye. Bye. Just booking a table for me and my Madry.
Are you wondering what's going on?
Yeah, I'm a bit confused.
So, it's not often we do an unboxing.
We do unboxings all the time.
It's not uncommon when we do an unboxing, but you have nothing to do with the box or the unboxing.
Okay.
So I've just put a box down in front of you.
Yeah.
There's a special reason.
Tell me. I love
What's in the box?
it. A Rolex. But where has it come from? Because it hasn't come from my safe. Because you've just come in and I haven't grabbed anything out of the vault.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to another week of unboxings with
Kaylie.
and Gavin. Kaylie, what can I say? I walked in with a Rolex box. This is something a little bit
This one you've got in
different.
your collection.
This is something a little bit different,
Okay.
Kaylie, because you're not going to believe this. Get ready to fall off your chair.
Why?
I got a call.
This is your box.
I got the call yesterday from my lovely I'm going to do an advert.
Okay,
My
you
lovely AD from Goldsmiths. So this isn't all about BQ.
No.
This is about.
There's nothing to that.
This is about watches, unboxings, and respect. Look at the smile.
No,
on my
you
face.
look ecstatic.
I got my call, and I want to show you because I had 3 watches down, and I'm going to show you what's in the box.
Ah!
Rolex,
Obviously.
Kaylie, what do you think? What do you think would be the first watch I would get?
I don't think it's the sub because I know how hard it is to get subs as your first watch. I think it's a date just. If you got the call for a watch first, that's what I think.
Let's take a look, shall we? Have a look, Kaylie.
Shut up.
Yeah.
This is your what?
Yes.
No.
Ladies
shut
and gentlemen, thank you very much to Goldsmiths for my
God.
Milgauss Blue.
Favourite out of Milgauss.
I
I know you've got the white. I love
have the
blue.
white, and I just want. Well, the reason why I want to do the unboxing today is because this is about watches and an unboxing.
Yeah,
and
also you said on the channel.
Although there's never going to be at the end of this video, if you want to buy this.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't. This is your personal
This is
collection.
my personal watch. I mean, obviously they can come to you to buy a Milgauss.
Yeah, but not this one.
Yeah, I got the call, Kaylie.
I can't believe what. Sorry, did you nearly fall off your chair?
So I was in a meeting the other day and I saw the phone number ring and I'm thinking, just more disappointment. What on earth can it be like a check-in?
Can't believe it. I'm so happy for you.
I'm going to pop it on. I'm going to pop it on. Dreams do come true.
They do.
And you know what? It's not, be careful. It's my watch. What I love about this is, as you know, this isn't going to be.
Did they alter it for you while you were there and everything?
Everything, and they took all the stickers
What
off.
happened?
In fact,
What happened? Like, you're not explaining
All right.
the experience. Like, did you get champagne, food? Like, what
Yes,
happened?
I got offered absolutely everything in the kitchen sink, except a bar of chocolate. At BQ Watches, you get
Wow.
offered a bar of chocolate. But I had a lovely coffee because I'm not going to drink champagne during the day.
Why?
And I went in and we sized it up, and it's a wonderful. I have to say,
Love it.
you know, much like here, it is a wonderful experience, especially because you're excited. Now, as you
of
know,
course.
this isn't the most expensive.
And also, you're paying list price.
Well, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. That's exactly it. And it's not that I don't get great deals from Spencer,
No, I
because I
know, but-
absolutely do. But there's something about the chase for the watch.
Yeah, it's like me chasing after a boy who doesn't want me. I want them more until they want me, and then I don't want them.
That's a whole nother video, Kaylie.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The psychological trauma coming out right there. But the point is of the chase, and whilst this isn't going to be the most expensive watch in my collection, what
It's also
it
one of the
means
stunning.
a huge amount to basically get this and pop this on my wrist and know that it fits. And although I have to say, it fitted beautifully yesterday, today.
But it's because it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold and my arms are cold and it's moving around a little bit, but that is, I could probably do with a little bit of movement.
Well, you're at BQ. We can do that for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So there we go. Absolutely chuffed to bits and delighted. And yeah, I've got my white one.
I know, but
I've
I
got my
like
blue
the
one.
white one, but I love the blue.
But you know what, Kaylie? Now I'm thinking,
You're in.
no,
Oh,
complete the set.
want black. Old black, new black. Then you've got the set.
I'm just thinking, it's absolutely stunning and it's gorgeous. And this is going to be an everyday wearer for me. It's not sitting.
It's not going to sit in the shelf.
No, it doesn't. Sit, it doesn't sit in the safety deposit box.
Have you told Spencer yet?
I haven't. No. No.
This is going to be exciting.
I don't want to upset him after last week's whole auction thing.
Oh.
I don't want to compare. Actually, I do know he'll be quite excited.
He will be. You need to tell him.
He will be, and then he'll say to me,
"Shall I buy it?"
He'll buy it. And it's not.
No,
it
it's
is
not for sale.
Watch collector. So yeah, absolutely chuffed to bits.
Suits
Love
you,
it.
Gav.
What do you guys think of that? Now, although you can't buy this watch because it's not for sale, Kaylie, you do stock Milgauss.
We do, and we actually do have a blue one in stock.
You do have a blue one in stock.
So you can call me.
Yeah. So where can we find you, Kaylie? We can find you on
TikTok,
YouTube,
Instagram.
and direct to the website or the phone number, which will be just below. So thank you once again, Goldsmiths.
So happy for you, Gav.
Yeah, thank
So
you
happy.
for my new watch. I'm going to love it and cherish it, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
There you have Gav, I've got a few questions. I'm not going to lie. What's the echo going on? I've got a few questions.
Well, before you go to the questions, Bradders spotted that you gave it away 10 seconds ago, just before it went on. Go on.
First of
questions.
all,
Yeah.
I need to check the watch out for you because it's spinning round.
So fast.
I think it's a quartz.
You thought it was a quartz movement.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
need
fake.
to check it out.
No,
I need to check it out for you.
in fact, there we go. It's just been my watch thing. Let me just give it a little shuffle and a shake because it's been.
Have you
put away
sure
for a
it's
day.
been checked?
Yeah, I'm
That's
absolutely
moving faster
sure.
than normal, Gav.
What do you think,
I think it's a great
Spence?
watch.
You
Great.
haven't.
Can I buy it?
You haven't.
Well,
no,
can I
you're
buy it?
no. You absolutely cannot. Never ever. But I'll tell you what, Spencer.
What?
I might have to be in the market for a black one now.
All right.
Yeah, I think I have a set
New
to
or
complete.
old or both?
Well, I think it was hard enough to get my first one. I'm not sure me walking back in next week and saying, you know what, is there any chance of a black
Maybe
one?
we're finding one. Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Gav got the call. So I'd just like to say, yeah, big thank you to the young lady who made that possible for me. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I'm
about
going to
time.
love it forever.
Aw.
And no, Spencer,
You won't.
it's just not coming your way.
I know.
You know that anytime soon. But I tell you what, I did actually make another purchase this week, Spence. You know how I like to buy little things like BMXs. Where's that little thing? Where, James,
here
pop,
we go.
Pop it. Let me
I
just
know
go back
exactly.
to Blake. I bought some. And when you see this, I know 100% you will be ordering one tomorrow. James, pop it up on the screen, my new purchase. Look at that.
What is it?
I
We
bought
spent
myself
hours as kids. Hours
a
on
Star
these.
Wars arcade machine is coming. By the way, guys, you got to check these guys out if you're on Instagram or on the internet. But look at bitcade.co.uk, Bitcade. I bought this machine from them today. It has 9,000 games on
But
Spence.
Gav, most people of the younger generation don't understand this because they're used to having it on their phone, their iPads.
Absolutely.
We used to have to go to Chinese takeaways to play these machines.
All I'm saying is I'm having you at track and field. And then we're going to play Star Wars,
Space Invaders, Asteroids.
Gallagher.
Is that like Pac-Man? Is that on that?
Yeah,
Pac-Man's on there. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
next thing, this lot will want one for my office, won't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Oh, you definitely need one of them. Well, I tell you what, in your new showroom,
You think that's what? we should have?
100% you need to be having
that'd
one of
be
these
fun.
arcade
Why don't we
machines.
put up a GoFundMe page and see if everyone
Well, after last week's disaster. Yeah. I'm in a little retro stage at the moment of buying just ridiculously silly
You're
things.
going to get a pinball machine next.
I
yeah?
never liked pinball.
Did you not?
I tell you what is coming. What I do want, if I'm being really
Go on.
honest, before buying that, I have been researching forever, a fruit machine. I really want, but I want an old fruit machine. I want a JPM with the nudges. Remember the nudges? You used to look up the reels,
Yeah,
see whether
and see,
to see
yeah.
if the bell was coming down, to make you 3 bells to win £1. So I want an old.
And then the bars and the lemons.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
You get the idea.
Okay.
Press the button and off they go. The only problem is with those things, I don't know if the coins are up to date. As in, like you have to put the old 10p's in. You used to win £1, Spencer,
Yeah.
not £100. It was a quid, wasn't it? In the chippy.
Yeah.
They've still got them in pubs now, though.
Have they?
Yeah. Well, I know.
Yeah,
pub.
Nicola Galaxian. That's it exactly. And Techno World Cup 90. Fantastic. Gav, tell us about Back to the Future memorabilia post you put up. Yeah, so there is a Back to the Future exhibition in Camden. I believe it's next week. I keep pestering Russell, the Mad Watch Collector, because he's a mad fan for all that stuff. I am as well, to come down. But yeah, they've got an exhibition. It's in Camden Market next week. They've got all the props from the film, I believe, including the original car.
Really?
They've got the original jacket, the hoverboard. They've got the Nike shoes and a few other bits and pieces. So yeah, it's it should be a good one. Yeah. I've run flowers. I also got the call from Kaylie. Collected my 12610 LV from Spencer today. Delighted. Many thanks. And somebody was giving a big up to Nadia as well. For fantastic service. So there we go.
Good.
Carl, are we getting an auction, an Xmas auction, Gav? I believe
I'm still licking my wounds. We'll have to see.
but it's under consideration, isn't it?
Yes, I'm not ruling it
It
out.
was a no last Monday, so we're now on a. We're now.
If we
maybe.
did do one before Christmas, I'm just trying to think how many Mondays there are till Christmas for us to plan that.
All I know is there's.
It would
The
have to be
last one
a couple
is
of weeks
in-
before because we've got a show organised for next week and we need to organise. So it would have to be like
You got
the
December.
the
We've got
12th?
the 5th, 12th, and 19th.
so it's probably be the 12th, wouldn't
12th,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 19th's the last one before we all
And guys, if there are any watches that you would particularly like to see Spencer auction, do pop them in the comments. If there's something that you're looking to buy potentially that you might be interested in the auction, pop it in the comments, probably after the show, because we do look at those as well. And that would be quite good to have a look at.
We'll have to see what we can do.
Yeah, Kid Mambo, I have a collection of Mills original one-arm bandits in the US. Wow, that's fantastic. How much does the machine cost? Andy, the machine was, I think, £1,250. I upgraded a joystick on it.
That's quite a good value.
But can I tell you, the guys at Bitcade really were so helpful. I messaged them, I've been looking at it. When you keep going back to it on Instagram and looking at it,
so obviously you've researched it.
I've researched it. They're really super good guys, and they're delivering it in 2 weeks' time. And I definitely wanted the skin of the machine to be Star Wars, because you can have Defender, you can have Track and Field. I wanted it to be Star Wars because that was quite iconic for me when I used to go to Harrow Leisure Centre and play the arcades.
And have you got to put coins in to pay?
No, I've made my one free, so there's no.
Oh, you're thinking about people's, electricity prices.
Let's have a look at this. Do you have any acoustic tech so we can hear some watch movements? Thought it might be cool to hear the different sounds of the movements. From Brett Meister.
And put it next to it.
Yeah.
You'll be able to hear it.
Oh, that's good. Okay. We'll have a little look at that. Lost my complete train of thought there, James. Yeah.
James.
That's right. So anyway, for the Star Wars machine, it's going to be fun. You're going to come around and play?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? I'll buy the pieces. Kaylee, you going to come around and play?
Love all those games.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah? I think we could have a competition night. In fact, we could stick, when we get, because I know we're getting one for the shop now. We're going to have to, aren't we? Yeah?
Possibly.
We'll have to have a leaders board like they do on...
Well, that's exactly it. People do put in...
What's that program with the cars?
Top Gear.
Top Gear. They put the drivers to the top of the leaderboard. We should have a leaderboard with high scores on certain games.
And we
in the red room, Spence. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Trudy Lincoln. Gav, I used to work at Harrow Leisure Centre. I think
that was one of the places we played.
I think your mum is possibly a bit younger than me as well, isn't she?
She is.
Was she a lifeguard attendant or something like that?
Yeah, she was a swimming instructor.
She was swimming. She might have taught me to swim. Trudy, do you remember me? I had curly hair. I had really big curly hair. Wow. 4 CDs when we all come around to Gab's. That's you're more than welcome to come. Mark F. Friend had a fruit machine in his cafe, netted £600 a week for people trying to win a £4 jackpot. Oi, fruit machine.
Could be an
There you
idea.
go.
Fruit machine. That's it.
That's what we got to do.
Gavin Svedloff, my professional footballer friend, picked up a Rolex Deep Sea from an AD after a 6-year wait. Not for me. But talking of deep seas, you've had a deep sea
from a customer.
A deep sea coming. James, did I pop you the picture of that deep sea? James?
So this was sent through. He picked it up the weekend.
Stay there, James. I'm just going to pop it to you.
The Wi-Fi's off because...
Oh, the Wi-Fi. I should still be able to airdrop it to you, though, even if the Wi-Fi's off.
Open it on your phone, full screen.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. Well, hold on a second because I just got to get Spencer's chat up. Hold on a sec. And we'll go past that. So let's have a look at this. Spencer, it's a monster.
Wow.
That is real life. But the other image, you see it next to other watches. 21,500.
or something. I mean, it is. Sorry, that is
titanium.
I mean,
when I've seen it next to its smaller brothers and sisters, it just absolutely looks ridiculous. It is big, isn't it? Look how deep it is.
Christ.
Look at just bezel, the glass.
The face looks too small, though, compared to...
Yeah, the actual dial itself.
The actual dial itself. How are you supposed to see what... let me go to the next picture. There we go. That's it alongside...
a Tudor and
that's the
Pelagos, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, God, look at the difference in size.
And then Daytona.
Daytona looks tiny.
Looks tiny anyway at the best of times. Wow.
That's my new favourite Rolex.
You like it?
That's James. That's your new favourite Rolex. Get your name down. You got zero chance.
Yeah, none.
Yeah, rah. That's too big in my opinion. I don't know anybody who hasn't said it's way too big. And to be quite honest with you, it's a watch you're never wearing, are you?
I end up bashing it into everything.
It's not like you're going to be... You might as well put a brick on your wrist.
You'll have to take it off and turn it sideways to get through a doorway. I mean,
yeah.
That's how big it is.
Everybody's saying horrible, ugly as sin, Nick Gardner, just for show, never worn. Wow, yeah. Pretty... I would sink wearing that. That's also true. Kaylee, should we have a look at your celeb watch this week to see who you picked out as your favourite hunks of the week?
Yeah.
Okay, celebrity one. By the way.
Stormzy.
Oh, Wakanda forever. Yeah.
How
so
was it, by the way?
I haven't been.
Oh, you didn't
Oh,
go?
you
I'm going
didn't go.
tomorrow.
Why?
I'm going with Gary tomorrow because I got let down on Friday.
Someone
Oh,
let you
didn't
down.
go?
Just didn't work out.
Oh.
Okay.
Just didn't work out. And I was like, obviously, all set.
I want to go. People have been crying, which I found a bit dramatic.
Well, if you want to go, I'm going tomorrow during the day. Spencer, is she allowed to come?
Oh, yes. Cool.
Can she have a couple of hours
Yeah,
off?
Of course not.
Wakanda forever.
Compassionately.
It's watch research.
Compassionately.
Passionate. So this is the AP Royal Oak Concept Black Panther. The list on this was £120,000. Amazingly, we've never seen one at BQ Watches. I know in the States the boys have had them.
Yeah, and do you know what? This changed. Stormzy is such an AP fan.
Yeah.
A lot of his collection is APs, and he also gifted Dave, the rapper,
Yeah.
an AP.
He gifted him an AP.
Yeah.
Does he know you? Does he want to gift you one?
I know.
I love his pink outfit.
Love it.
That'd look great on you, Spence.
You
Yeah,
think
you'd really
so?
suit
Well,
that.
That's
Yeah.
Paul all day
That's
long,
Paul
isn't it?
all day long. He'd get away with that, wouldn't he? So list price on that is £120,000. What do we think this goes for? Spence, what do you think it goes for?
I'd say 200.
Kaylee? Oh, Kaylee, you know, don't you?
Yes, I can't.
Yeah, I would probably say 180. I'll go under you, Spence. 180.
Go on.
What's the price, James? Oh my God, that's a BQ price. £425,000.
That is
Can't believe
mental.
But it was very limited. It wasn't that many pieces, was it? As I recall, James, you can probably tell me because I sent you the full post. Have a little look. Maybe it tells you how many pieces there were in the world
That
on
is crazy.
the
That is
post.
mental.
And I don't even think that it's a nice watch. It's just obscure and different, isn't it?
Doesn't even look like an
I
AP,
don't-
really, does it?
Just looking
Yeah.
at it, I can't see the time on it.
Yeah, what is... I know, it's
No, I can see
20
the time.
past 8.
Yeah, 20 past 8, Spence.
Yeah,
what
but
you
it's
can't
not
see.
easy to see the markers on the dial there.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
not. But,
isn't.
no, it's not.
250.
Only
Pieces.
250
pieces,
pieces
nothing.
worldwide. Yeah, and Stormzy got one.
He's Stormzy.
Is
Please.
yeah, but not being
Please.
funny. Oh yeah, I guess so. They probably did like 3 per country or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
amazing.
he might. That might not be his. They might because he was going to, obviously. They
Yes.
could have you know how
Lend it like
lended
jewellery.
It. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's move on to celebrity 2, Kaylee. See who's else on your fancy list.
Wow.
Drake.
Drake. So this is a 18 karat white gold Rolex Sky Dweller. This is factory.
Yeah.
Wow, that is iced baby,
I've
isn't
never
it?
ever seen anything like
No,
that.
the list
It's
on that is
insane.
£574,000. Drake's got a few quid, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Spencer, what do you think that goes for?
220.
Below list. Kaylee, you know. Go on.
I really don't know.
A big guess. So I'm going to go 1.5 mil. It's irrelevant because nobody's buying it because he's not
I've never
selling
seen
it.
one. Never
I've
seen
never
one.
seen
Never.
one.
Probably £750,000 based on that as a guesstimate.
James, what does it go for? Oh, priceless. As in, no one knows.
No one knows because
Yeah.
there's
They
obviously
haven't
not
had-
many out.
Yeah. Kid Mambo, why is this not celebs with subs? Kaylee, yeah, why is it not celebrities with submariners on?
Puke.
Sorry.
Jesus, get with the programme. Celeb number 3 on Kaylee's love list.
Tiger.
This is a Patek Philippe.
Oh, that's not what I am.
It's actually an AP.
This is a copy of a Patek Philippe. This is the Patek Philippe Aquanaut factory set.
Okay, but that's an Audemars.
That's an Audemars
Piguet.
perpetual
Yeah.
calendar.
Yeah. That was really good. It's an AP. There we go. List price, £110,000. Who's the artist there?
Tiger.
Who's Tiger?
Rapper. Used to out with Kylie Jenner.
He used to go out with Kylie Jenner. Hasn't everybody been out with Kylie Jenner?
That's rude.
Or is that the sister?
Kaylee, is that the latest? Is that the blue? That's not the latest one.
No, this is the black one.
That's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the boutique edition. They also do it on Oyster Flex. Oh, says Bradders.
That's what I think they're on about.
They're
That's about the
on
Sky
about the
Dweller.
Sky Dweller. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure I
I
like that
would
watch.
say, I know, I've looked at that recently for someone.
Have you?
3 to 350.
Wasn't a rapper, was he?
3 to 350.
3 to 350. I'm going to go 200. James?
And it is, the answer is,
£500,000?
I'm sure
I'm in the
they're-
wrong business. Spence, do you want to give me £500,000 for my mailhouse?
Not this week. Maybe
Nicola.
give me a call next week. Let's have a look.
Nicola, I went out with Kylie Jenner last week. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful watches. Let's just flip on to the next page because before we leave you all, one. So I'm very sorry we didn't have time last week to do the questions from Instagram. We got a load of them piling up here. Let's have a little look. This is from It's My Game 99. Polishing yellow gold, given it's soft, same approach as stainless steel?
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Tell us
to
why.
be honest with you, this is something a lot of people don't understand. Watches can be ruined by polishing the wrong way or in the... I mean, often when we quote for polishing a watch, especially APs and Pateks, it is so important how they're polished. A lot of Rolex is a lot easier, but they've got to be in the hands of the right people.
Yeah.
You can absolutely ruin and change the shape and everything of a watch.
Christian's just said in the comments, Gav, have you had the call yet for the AD for the new Rolex? I think it was a no-date sub. Christian, if you rewind about 15 minutes, you will see that I did get a call and it was for the Milgauss Blue. So, yeah, just fill you in there. No-date sub, not yet, and I'm just grateful for the first one. Let's go to question number 2. It's My Game 99. That looks like solid gold Rolexes, i.e. 126618LN 228238. Surprise how little gold. Must discuss.
I don't understand the question.
How little gold there is on the watch, maybe?
Well, in terms of monetary value, you may have, I don't know, 100, 120 grams, probably of gold content, £4,000 or £5,000 at a guesstimate.
Yeah.
Okay. And the watch is, what, 31?
Yeah.
So the gold in the watch is 4 or 5 grand, yet it's 2.5 times that, well, more. I mean,
is that because it's harder to tool and make?
Well, it's the loss, it's the working on it. It's yes, but Rolex and Patek, all of them discuss this. They make a lot more money on a gold watch because all they have to do is invest £4,000 or £5,000 in gold, and they charge 4 times as much money.
Yeah,
and the watch has the same movement.
Same movement. Yeah, of course, of course.
Everything's the same.
Only one guy to polish a watch is Alex, says Brian Allen. Next question. Super Elliot, ask anything. What's 1976 by 444? Kaylee, you're good at numbers.
The answer is...
One sec. 877,344. Will you check that?
I can't even check. James, just check that for us.
Don't worry, that's our silly friend Elliot. We don't even need to.
Super Elliot.
It doesn't even warrant to check. Yeah. Move on. Next.
Artisan Curation. If you have another auction, can you put some classic Rolexes in?
Sure. Would you like to donate them with no reserve?
Next question.
We'll see what we can find.
Luke Jones, 1969. Was the auction a success in BQ's opinion? As from a viewer's point, it was fantastic.
Absolutely. But again, if you rewind about 45 minutes, you'll see, like I said, look, some things went for very little. Some things got my money back. Overall, it was a success and we cleared a lot of things. So we were very happy with the whole thing. Yeah.
And as mentioned, you are now looking at potentially
we might look at another one
with a few little amendments to it, but so if you've got any watches you want to see in that auction, do pop them in the comments post the show. Next question is also from Luke. Will there be a Christmas auction, please? Dave Morris 82. You doing another raffle? I don't think we've ever done a raffle. I don't know if it's confusing raffle and auction.
Yeah.
We've never done a raffle, have we?
No.
We did. Did we not give a giveaway?
Well, giveaways we've done quite a few over the years. Yeah.
But a raffle is where you pay.
Yeah,
for
a raffle
a
is where you buy a
I think
ticket.
something we may consider doing, and a few people are doing this, where you sell tickets to win a watch. And again, guys, if you have you not seen that?
Yeah, isn't that what Kaylee just said?
No,
that's exactly what Kaylee just said.
That's what...
Okay.
Just agree with Kaylee.
All right, yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
We'll do that.
Might be better than doing an auction with no reserves.
Yeah. I see a lot of watch raffles now. Yeah.
They used to do it with the cars as well.
They did, yeah. Next time it will be Casio watches in the auction. Do you see who's a Casio authorised dealer now?
Yes, I know who you're going to say.
Yeah, the father himself, Nico.
Yeah, I spoke to them today.
Yeah, they're authorised Casio dealers. Amazing. Next question. It's My Game 99. Service writing in case backs, apart from obvious date, watchmaker, inits, any other?
Please, I need an interpreter to explain the question.
I don't really know it. Inits. I don't know what that is. Servicing writing in case backs. When they service a watch, do they write in the case back?
Yeah, they sort of engrave. There's initials and the year is what they do.
Right, okay. Apart from obvious date and watchmaker,
Oh, initials.
Is there anything else that's in there?
No.
No, so that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greggy boy, I have an idea. An auction for consignment watches. A percentage of final sale price fee to list the watch. Seller decides the reserve price. Thank me later.
Thank you.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I've got to tell you, you'll be competing with these people next. By the way, Bonhams have heard all about your auctions and they sent us a brochure.
And they said they've got nothing to worry about.
They said they've
We
got
haven't
nothing
a
to
clue.
worry about because we're absolutely clueless. Let's have a look at the next question. Neil Brennan, if you could pick up one at retail, if you could pick up one at retail, pick a Rolex, the resale value doesn't come into it. I think that's more of a statement than a question. Yes, I'd absolutely agree with that.
No, he said if you could pick one up.
Right.
If you could pick up any watch at retail, Rolex, and the resale value doesn't come into it, what would you pick? Is what he's asking.
No,
Go
I
on,
think
Kaylee,
so.
what would you pick?
I think that's a statement. If you could pick up one at retail, pick a Rolex.
Question
The
mark.
resale value doesn't come into it.
Question mark.
All right, go on then. What are you having?
Go on, Kate.
The resale
Yellow
value.
Go
gold,
first.
Yellow gold Daytona green dial.
I'm going to go with that as well.
Really? I would go Meteorite.
Daytona, Oyster Flex, bracelet.
Daytona.
We'd all go for a Daytona.
Okay. What? But I'm now trying to think because I don't really love Daytonas, but I do like
Hang
it.
on, you've just got to
I know.
forward it.
Hold
The
on.
order's gone in, you're
Hold
getting
on.
it.
But I do like the gold and the green. There's something
Yeah,
very special
yeah.
about it, and I know it's just never ever.
What about a
come out.
day date? You like a day date?
I do like a day date. I like the day date in the white gold with the blue face.
Yeah.
That's really stunning as well. With
Right,
Get one,
Buxton,
get one.
mate, do you sell any watch cloths? The answer is I've got thousands on order, but you're going to have to wait till next year. So I wouldn't say you won, but next year we are getting some new BQ
Yeah.
polishing cloths. Something similar to this, but in black with BQ.
Beautiful.
So if you hang on till next year, you can have one.
We have a super chat from Uncle Jonga. Thank you for the £4.49 goes into the Spencer Recovery Fund. When's the grand opening for BQ's new premises? Make sure you get the bangers in for Ian's 17 Sausages Nicholson.
Okay. Do you know something? I've had a few chats about that today. We get the premises sometime in December and then the builders get in there. It's probably going to be March, April next year. But we'll get you posted, keep you posted, and people will be invited down.
Yeah.
And Gav's going to get me one of these Space Invader machines.
Oh, that'd be a
Absolutely.
nice new office present. Gav, thank you so much for doing that for all of us and the customers.
Being I will happily go on to bitk.co.uk
And place the order.
and by the way, I have had no discount for saying bitk.co.uk 5 times on the show.
But I will
promise
be
you.
taking the discount. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
in
the Star Wars machine.
Hang on,
yeah, that-
rewind back
yeah.
15 minutes and you might see it as
just-
well if you're paying attention.
Just there is that lovely, gorgeous Star Wars machine, which I've just got. Although 9,000 games. That's absolute value, isn't it?
ludicrous, Sorry.
I've forgotten what question we're on
It's
now.
too cheap. They need
7.
to charge more.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Question number 7. You doing another RAF? We've done that. No, we were further on than this. Service partner, we've done that. We've done that. Current favourite Submariner for each of you? From Artisan Curation.
1680 double red.
1680
Sorry, single
double
red. It was
single
the Sea
red
Dweller was double. 1680 red Submariner for me.
for you.
126613.
Okay, the
With
more
the
modern
blue.
with the
Yeah.
blue.
With the blue. For me, interestingly enough, it's hard because I absolutely love my Hulk, which is why I've got it. But that to me it's singing at me, Spencer.
What's that? The golden. Okay.
Yeah, it's singing
Okay.
at me. I can't tell you why, but it's singing at me. Next question is Arsene. Spencer, what is the best Submariner investment one can make with 25 grand? So I give you 25 grand. What is
A 16 again. One of the 4-digit reference 5508, a 12, 1680 red.
will I get change out 25 grand?
Look, it depends condition, whether it's got papers. There are so many things to consider on it, but one of the 4-digit references is what I'll be going for.
Okay. Like that. Question number 12 from Gotham. Best sub to retain value.
I feel like, again, it's what you just said.
Well, hold on a second. Even a standard sub.
Well, all of them.
They all
They're
retain
not
value.
that much over list,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It depends whether you like the vintage or if you don't.
Yeah.
A 126610. I mean, yes, you're paying 50% over,
Yeah.
but it's always holding the money.
Yeah, so much love for the bluesy coming through. Everybody's loving the bluesy.
I love the blues.
Love the bluesy. Question number 13 from Gotham. Pre-ceramic or ceramic sub?
Ceramic, personally.
I think if
ceramic.
you're wearing every day, ceramic.
Yeah.
But if you go to the vintage, then I would go earlier than 16610. Again, back to the 4-digit reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also from Gotham, Starbucks or Hulk?
Hulk.
That's an easy one, wasn't it? Question number 15. Best sub to buy?
Well, I think we've said that.
Yeah, we've got that.
Yeah, on regular use, the latest 41mm 126610.
Yep. Elmore, can you give more detailed description of your watches and rate them out of 10?
Do you mean on our website or?
I don't know. Maybe in general. Maybe it was for the auction. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you... I'll rate mine out of 10. Here we go. More description.
10. 5.
Rolex Submariner Hulk. Love the green. 10 out of 10. Will that do it?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah? Okay, perfect. Last question. From Watch Choppers, do you feel that the interest in watches and watch YouTube videos is reducing slightly?
Well, ours is enhancing.
I would say 100%.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's a really good and interesting topic because I spoke to Paul Thorpe on his
Paul
channel
was saying that, wasn't
about this, and I said to him, can you see that all the flippers that were in the marketplace 6 months ago, remind me about something else in a second, about 6 months, all the people that were watching the channels, all of the people that were flipping watches, all the people that... It was literally like the heyday of stock market tips when everybody
just
knew
everything went up.
Everything went up. And of course, there was lots and lots of interest, and it's all died away. Nick C, Super Chat, thank you. Great show towards the sausages. Thank you very much. It is interesting because whilst our numbers have stayed very, very consistent, of very low.
Some of the bigger volumes.
The bigger channels have definitely seen a much bigger drop-off. And also, I have to say, I think we've been really consistent all the way through in delivering a show on a Monday night, even in the summer when you've been away. And I think other YouTubers across the board perhaps have sort of, their interests have waned a little bit as business has become a bit tougher. I've seen a few people have gone. But it's good to see that the standard people are still there. And that's what reminds me about the 6-month thing. And I'm sorry to say it, but Brittany, I'm going to say it again. I messaged you because they're still putting up posts saying, this watch, that watch down 22%. But I've just realised everybody's showing a chart from the absolute top of the world 6 months ago.
You should really start a year ago.
Let's
do a year ago, 6 months.
Do a 12-month.
Do a 12-month and a 24-month chart on these watches, and let's see where they actually really are. Because everybody,
it's easy on 6 months.
Everybody can talk for
From
drama.
April, May. Yeah.
But it's easy when it was 6 months ago, because 6 months ago I think was at an all-time high. Of course, now they're not at them prices. So now it looks like there's been a massive dip. But if you'd looked from last year compared to this year,
and so
they're probably the same.
Well,
so hence I was watching one of Brittany's Instagrams and it had that, and I messaged her and say, well, how about one from 12 and 24 months ago, just to prove a point. Nick Nicholas says, but those who weren't really watch lovers. They were just keeping up on the prices of their investments. This has always been about watches and not investments. You're absolutely right. Guys, we're not far away from 5,000. So if you've got a couple of friends and you want to tell them to subscribe to your favourite YouTube channel, we need about another 81 punters, and we can have a 5,000 party, Spence.
Party.
Which means basically...
we have stopped.
Which means we can get drunk.
Get the Diet Cokes in. Get the pink gin in for Kaylie. Kaylie, we need to talk about your comment in the unboxing as well.
What comment?
I got deep psychological troubles
Why?
of the comment you said.
Gavin, I think you got to leave it.
We were talking about watches and you flipped onto a boy.
Well, you just said it's like the chase, and I said, yeah, it is.
For you went straight into it, Kaylie.
Well, been through some stuff.
Okay. Neil Brennan, Gav, can we have an update on your watch collection? I tell you what, I will save that for a show coming up in a couple of weeks' time. And I will do a complete run through of all, because I've bought loads over the summer, loads of rubbish. I say loads of rubbish. I do love every single one. Probably actually my least favourite I queued up for, nearly got smack in the face
which
for.
one you're going to say.
Do you?
Yeah.
Swatch.
Bamford G-Shock.
No.
Oh, the
I
Bamford.
should have put money on it.
Bamford G-Shock.
I knew that.
I'm sorry to say that, but it's my currently my least favourite watch. And I don't really... And I put all my other G-Shocks on.
Why?
I can't see the time on it. Quite simply. I don't know why.
It's actually quite
And you've got
important,
glasses.
isn't it? Do you not think? When you buy a watch, to look at it. And
Well,
see
I
the
think it's
time.
quite important.
Yeah, it's sort of top of the. It's top of the list, isn't it? Really.
Well, it's quite
What
important.
for a
yeah.
watch
It
to tell
is.
the time? Yeah.
It absolutely is. I tell you what else. I mean, just looking at because I've got a watch roll with me because I just happened to bring one out. But I do love my Pro.
Explorer
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that with me, so I just thought, it was in there. And to be fair, it sits alongside what is currently my absolute favourite
Concept Quad.
Go on.
My opinion, you should keep the 16520, but Spencer.
I'd say Zenith. You got to keep. Well, really, you should keep both.
Yeah,
But I think you have to keep a Zenith.
I agree.
If you're lucky enough to have a nice Zenith, you've got to keep it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right, I think we're kind of out of time for this week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Spencer, somebody came up with a suggestion that we need to think of a new strap line
Yeah.
for the end of the show. Now, I think you're the least capable of thinking up a new strap line.
Kaylie, what do you think?
I do think we need a new one.
Ian Nicholson, Gav, I'll give you 25 quid for the Bamford G-Shock. No, I didn't say I'm selling it. I just said it's my least favourite.
Ask chat to come up with the
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to do.
Ask who?
Ask the chat. Guys, so we're thinking about having a new closing line for Spencer. I mean, I think it's something that we need to get involved in, maybe for 2023. In the comments post the show, please give us a line that doesn't end like this.
If you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
We'll see you next Monday.
So is that the last one?
Bye.
That's
yeah,
it.
That's it. Done.